I'm proud to share that Omni Hotels and Resorts is leading the way in the travel industry's new normal of safety and sanitation practices. We have a responsibility to provide a safe environment for our associates and guests. In order to do so effectively in a post-COVID-19 world, we've activated committees within associate services, operations, and meeting and events to adjust our already thorough processes and procedures. While it's important to note that all cleaning materials and products already meet or exceed industry standards, we've worked diligently with our partners at Ecolab to identify new practices to implement and products to use. Furthermore, our very own Devin Burns, Vice President of Rooms and Food and Beverage, served on the American Hotel and Lodging Association's Stay Safe Advisory Council, in which industry leaders have worked together to determine new hotel standards that can give travelers a sense of peace while staying at hotels across the country. Through extensive collaboration with hospitality professionals and in alignment with the recommendations provided by the CDC, Omni has developed new policies for our associates, implemented updated cleaning efforts, and introduced social distancing measures to keep our guests and associates safe. Thus, I'm proud to introduce the Omni Safe Clean program, which we are currently rolling out across the brand. It will be fully implemented by June 1, 2020. At the beginning of each shift, associates are required to complete a health screening and temperature check. Once cleared to go to work, they will receive a sticker that reads, "I'm cool," to indicate to guests and other associates that they are healthy and permitted to work. Personal protective equipment, including clean masks and gloves, will be worn by associates throughout their shift in the front and back of the house. Associates will complete extensive trainings on proper hygiene best practices. Omni will also offer frequent retrainings to ensure associates can perform their duties confidently and safely. Signage with protocol details and instructions for proper hygiene practices, like hand washing, are displayed throughout common associate areas to serve as constant reminders for our team. Additionally, we are increasing the frequency of sanitation of high-touch surfaces and areas with EPA-certified cleansers that are CDC compliant. High-touch areas including the front desk counter, guest room keys, elevator buttons, and door handles are disinfected hourly. Additional sanitizing stations are placed throughout the hotel in public spaces for guests and associates to access easily and use regularly. In order to allow for proper social distancing, procedures and protocols have been implemented throughout public areas to reduce person-to-person contact and exposure. Informational signage has been placed throughout public spaces in the hotel to communicate social distancing recommendations, travel-related health alerts, and guidance from the CDC. In key waiting areas where crowds tend to form, like hotel check-in, event registration, or the hostess stand at one of our food and beverage outlets, we will have physical distance indicators marked clearly on the ground to help guests maintain the necessary distance. To further encourage social distancing, we're redefining space capacities in high-traffic areas and designating one-way passages to allow for wider aisles wherever possible throughout the hotel. Upon arrival, self-parking is encouraged where possible, but when that isn't an option, our guests and associates can feel comfortable with our adjusted valet protocols. These protocols include frequent sanitation of valet stands, limited contact payment options, and attendance with PPE will disinfect all touch points on the vehicle. Upon entering the hotel, the front doors will be placed open where practical, and our staff will greet guests to assist with luggage carts. For check-in, the front desk has physical distancing barriers, and associates have been instructed to sanitize their hands and disinfect the counter before and after each guest interaction. We have implemented new measures to reduce contact during the check-in process, including online check-in and staggered arrival times for our large groups. Our housekeeping associates are exercising additional precautions when cleaning and sanitizing all guest rooms each day. However, guests have the option to decline their daily cleaning service if desired. For requested items, including in-room dining, associates will deliver with a contactless procedure by placing the item outside the door. Elevated disinfecting efforts have been applied to high-touch areas and items like door handles, safety latches, phones, light switches, and alarm clocks. Once the cleaning process is complete, our housekeeping staff will seal a single-use plastic bag containing high-touch items such as the TV remote, pen, and door hanger with a sticker that reads "Safe and Clean." We are also providing new guest room sanitation amenities, including individually wrapped wipes and face masks for our guests to use throughout their stay. Omni continues to provide the same high-quality food and beverage selections and world-class service our guests and clients have come to expect. We are modifying and adjusting our menu offerings to allow for social distancing and to reduce overall contact where possible. All cleaning and disinfecting procedures and protective measures follow guidelines provided by the CDC and EPA. All service equipment, including carts and serving trays, and high-touch areas like food stations, counters, and handrails are sanitized after each use. Sneeze guards or a physical barrier have been placed in areas where interactions between guests and associates are frequent, including host stands and attendant-served buffets. Restaurants and bars have moved towards online menus where possible and single-use disposable printed menus. Items typically preset on the table before service, like placemats, utensils, and condiments, have been removed and will be provided to guests for single uses when possible. These are just a few examples of the many new measures we are taking to ensure Omni is a safe place for our guests and associates. Our associates receive extensive and frequent training on all updated procedures and processes so they can feel confident coming to work and serving our guests. Navigating the effects of this global crisis has been a learning process for all of us, and it will continue to be a process that will evolve over time. I would like to thank our Omni family for their hard work and flexibility as we implement new standards to adapt to this new normal. As we know, the hospitality industry is resilient. We will persevere because it is our job as hoteliers to welcome guests from across the world to our beautiful hotels and resorts. We are ready to welcome all as they feel safe to travel again. In the meantime, take care and stay well.